What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Big Ben's Podcast, episode 10, coming at you with
Multi.
And today, I want to say thank all y'all who have shown support on these podcasts. Last week, we gained a new subscriber. We are now at 97 subscribers.
Still want to get to 100 by Thanksgiving.
Which is in 6 days? Something like that?
Yeah.
So, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, follow me on all my Instagram, my X, Facebook, TikTok. I'll put all that down in the description box below. Again, my Cash App will be down there. If you do want to do some donations, you are more than welcome to. You don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated if you could. So let's go on and get into the rest of the episode. All right, y'all. Like I said in the intro, we are 6 days away from the greatest day of the year.
Well.
Yes, guys, we are 6 days away from the greatest day of the year. Actually, when this goes up, we'll be 4 days?
Yeah.
4 days away from it because we film on Fridays and we upload on Sundays. But yeah, so now that Thanksgiving is around, let me know in the comment section what's your favorite Thanksgiving dishes around Thanksgiving. Man, what is your favorite Thanksgiving dish around Thanksgiving?
Mine's probably stuffing. I think it's a lot. I love the ham. Not a huge fan of turkey. I think it's just dry. I don't know. The turkey we had last year wasn't dry, but I still gotta get stuffing. Stuffing's probably top 5 food of mine.
Yeah, so. My favorite is baked mac and cheese, which, I mean, my dad has said he don't know why because we eat it like almost every major holiday, but it's still my favorite. But, I mean, I do like the stuffing. I do like the sweet potato casserole that KK makes every year. We don't have that any other time other than Thanksgiving, so that...
I would say sweet potato casserole, or what's it called?
Sweet potato casserole.
Yeah, I think that's probably my least favorite thing. I hate sweet potatoes.
See,
I'm not a huge fan of marshmallows.
I hate sweet potatoes, but I love that sweet potato casserole because that thing's good. I don't care what you say.
I don't like cranberry sauce. I
tried cranberry sauce for the first time.
Type of pie.
I tried cranberry sauce for the first time at my father-in-law's house, and it ain't that bad.
I hate the structure of pie.
What kind of pie?
Any kind of pie.
Why?
I don't like any type of pie because of the structure of pie. I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin either, so.
Okay.
I hate hot apples.
That's the best kind of pie.
No, it's not.
Y'all, let him know right now in the comment section that warm apple pie is the best type of apple pie. But yeah, I do like stuff, and I do like the sweet potato casserole. The past couple years, our dad has actually fried the turkey on Thanksgiving. I think he's going to fry it again this year on Thanksgiving. And fried turkey is a lot better than your average turkey because a lot of people get up in the morning, real early in the mornings on Thanksgiving, and they put the turkey in the oven, and by the time it's ready to eat, all the juices are out of it, so it's dry. So, I mean, if you fry a turkey the day of Thanksgiving, it ain't going to be dry because it's freshly cooked. But yeah, y'all, hope all y'all have a great, happy Thanksgiving. Because before we see y'all again, it will be the Sunday after Thanksgiving. So hope all y'all get filled up on your favorite foods. I know families bring different families bring different things to Thanksgiving. So I hope you get filled up and enjoy your Thanksgiving. And lately, since I've only a record once a week on this channel, I've been replaying Grand Theft Auto 5. And Grand Theft Auto 5, to me, y'all, is probably one of the greatest games out there, story mode-wise. I have played that game a lot. I have played that game at least 15, probably over 20 times I've beaten it. But to me, it is one of the greatest stories in any video game that I've ever played. What would you say is your favorite mission in the game?
Probably I fought the police where Michael and Trevor are cops and Franklin was racing with them two guys. You get to be cop. You get to be a cop in that mission, and then you get to race supercars that for a pretty decent time. I do think the time you race should be a little bit shorter, but
My favorite mission in GTA 5 would have to be Bury the Hatchet, where Michael and Trevor. Well, Trevor finds out that Michael has been lying to him the whole time about Brad being alive and in prison. And you gotta think about Trevor got betrayed a lot in that game.
yeah, but you also think Trevor's pretty crazy, so
I mean,
they're kind of scared of how he's gonna react to some of these things that they would tell him.
for 10 years he thought that his best bud
I mean, literally, Michael wanted to die because he wanted to get out of the game with Trevor.
and Trevor wouldn't let him. But Trevor. There's people like Trevor in real life that type of lifestyle is their life. It's not just jobs; it's a way of life. So Trevor was doing what he knew best, and that was robbing and stealing.
And my favorite heist would have to be the Polito Bay one. That one, or maybe Blitz Play. I like that one a lot too.
I'd say my favorite heist is probably the last heist of the game because I think it's got the most preparation that you have to do for it. And I do like the one where you go into the jewelry store as the bug man or the pest control. I meant, but y'all, if you see me rubbing my hands like that, it is like what 36 degrees out tonight. It is cold here in
Alright, you're the
Walterboro.
weatherman.
He says I'm the weatherman because I know if it's going to rain.
Alright, what's your least favorite GTA mission?
My least favorite.
Mine's the one where you have to fly into the plane and take it over. Then you have to jump out of it, so it doesn't even matter. That and the mission, or the heist where you're in the boat and stuff, the cargo ship. Because
I like that
you
mission.
don't even end up getting anything in there in the end.
Probably my least favorite mission is Lamar Down, nearing the end of the game.
I don't think it's that bad.
Because you drive all the way up there just to shoot some people, take them, and you get nothing out of it at the end. So I would probably say that's my least favorite mission in the entire game. But y'all, it has been 4 years, going on 5, since I have graduated high school, and you can see where that's led me to where we are now. But so today I thought it would be funny if we did a pop quiz from. I told him to choose a random subject and see if I could pass it because sometimes I don't use my brain up there. I got one, I just don't use it all the time. So, what did you choose to do today?
I did third grade social studies. So,
and if I don't pass third grade social studies,
we're gonna do 2 tests. We're gonna do social studies and English.
And if I don't pass social studies, something's wrong. Especially third grade, something's wrong.
All right, you ready? Which body of water is off the coast of Texas?
Does it have
Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Bering Sea, or Gulf of Mexico?
Gulf of Mexico.
That is correct. The Gulf of Mexico is the correct answer because it is a body of water that is located off the coast of Texas. It is a large basin surrounded by the United States, Mexico, and Cuba. The Gulf of Mexico is known for its warm waters, diverse marine life, and its importance to industries such as oil and gas. Alright, what is the capital of Rhode Island? Baltimore, Boston, Albany, or Providence?
I think Providence is.
That is correct. Which river forms part of the boundary between the U.S. and Mexico? Colorado River, South Platte River, Rio Grande, Snake River.
I think it's the Rio Grande.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
That is correct.
I don't know how I got that. I really don't.
I don't have no clue what that was. What term refers to the process a foreigner goes through to become a U.S. citizen? Immigration, graduation, naturalization, immunization?
Well, it ain't immigration. I'm gonna say immunization. Yeah, that one.
Boy, nation.
Neutralization. I got it wrong.
All right, which branch of the U.S. government is responsible for making laws? Financial branch, judicial branch, legislative branch, or executive branch?
Legislative.
That is right. All right, let's go on bonus questions. What do the check and balances do in the government?
What do the checks and balances do?
Yeah, what does that thing stand for?
I don't know.
It's a one power of the government. Don't get too much power than the other.
Yeah, we do need that. We don't need the government getting more power.
Which is the only Great Lake that does not have a shared border with Canada? Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Huron, Lake Superior.
Lake Michigan. I think, y'all.
That is right. Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that does not have a shared border with Canada.
Yeah.
Which is not one of the Mid-Atlantic states? Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, New York, and New Jersey.
Pennsylvania.
That's incorrect.
New
New
Hampshire.
Hampshire. New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania is all beside each other.
How's I supposed to know that? I don't look at the map.
Which plain is located among the eastern U.S. coastline? Atlantic Coastal Plain, the Northern Plain, the Great Plains, Gulf
The
Coastal
Great
Plain.
Plains.
It's Atlantic Coast Plain.
Well, where is the Great Plains at then?
View my results. 63 out of 100 on a third grade test. Dome with himself.
Well, yeah, I guess I need to go back to third grade then. Now we're going to do English, which shouldn't be that bad because I was okay in English. I passed English. Hey. Is it pulling up?
I'm trying to find one.
Alright, y'all. Well, while he's doing that, I want to say these microphones, if you are a small content creator, they are something that you would like to get. They're called the wireless lavalier head microphones, and they are perfect. They come with two different kind. You can have the fuzzies on it, or you can have the other ones. But I got the other ones on because one, I thought we were going to be holding them like this to our mouth, and I didn't want fuzz going in my mouth as I'm trying to talk. So I put the other ones on. But yeah, guys, while he's doing that, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. We are trying to grow this channel as much as we can between here and the end of the year. So hit that subscribe button and like, because that really helps out a lot. So have you found one yet?
Let's see if this one works.
I wanted to film before it got dark, but you know, I mean, it's 6 o'clock right now and it's dark outside. So I'm glad I got the ring light. I actually have it plugged into the wall today. I don't have it plugged into the block thing that I usually have. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna cut right here and I'll come. Alright, y'all, we found one. We couldn't find a English one, but we did find a U.S. state capital quiz. We're gonna see how many capitals of each state I know. So let's get started.
All right. What is the capital of New Mexico?
Albuquerque, I think.
Albuquerque, Bismarck, Santa Fe,
Las Cruces. I think it's Albuquerque.
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe, New Mexico.
All right, Kentucky, Bowling Green, Louisville, Frankfort, or Lexington?
Lexington. Right?
It is Frankfort. Come on now.
How am I supposed to know?
Alaska, Fairbanks, at I don't know how you say that.
I think it's
Olympia,
Fairbanks.
right here.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm 0
0
and
for
3.
3. New Hampshire, Concord, Hartford, Portsmouth,
Portsmouth,
Manchester.
Manchester. That sounds right. Manchester, New Hampshire.
That's
Concord,
Concord.
Concord,
Rhode Island, Olympia, Newport.
Providence.
We
Haha.
did that earlier. So Washington. This is not D.C. Okay.
What's the difference between Washington and Washington D.C.?
You know, there's a Washington D.C. and Washington, right?
No.
Yes, there's a Washington by, um, if we and on top of Oregon, then there's Washington D.C. by Rhode Island and not
How
Rhode
have I
Island,
never known that? I thought it
New
was the
Jersey.
same thing.
No,
I think it's Seattle is the capital. Olympia, Washington.
Olympia,
I've
Maine,
never even heard of some of these cities in these
Maine,
states.
Portland, Augusta, Olympia, or Bagford,
Augusta. Haha.
Oregon,
Right.
Eugene, Portland, Selmy, Columbus.
Portland, Oregon. Salem, Oregon. Why would that be the capital? These places are. If you live in these places, I'm not calling you stupid, but some of this is stupid.
Mississippi, Jackson, Montgomery, Columbia, or
Jackson, Mississippi.
that's right. New Jersey, Princeton, Trenton, Atlantic City, or Newmark.
Atlantic City.
He's not doing so
Honolulu.
well.
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Kansas, Topeka,
Topeka.
Leavenworth, Harrisonburg,
Or Wichita. Wichita, Kansas.
Wisconsin, Green Bay, Madison.
Green Bay, I believe, is the
Raleigh or
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Madison,
Wisconsin.
Alabama, Augusta, Mobile, Birmingham, or Montgomery.
Montgomery, Alabama.
Texas, Austin, Houston, Dallas, or Fort Worth.
I think is you. I'm sorry if you live in Texas. I'm sorry if anybody watching this is. I've got your state wrong. I'm going to say Dallas, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Well, I'm sorry.
Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Scranton, Harrisonburg.
Philadelphia.
Harrisonburg.
Bro.
Nevada, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's Carson City.
Nobody even here. When you think of Vegas, what do you think of? I mean, Nevada, what do you think of?
Las Vegas.
Okay.
But still. You know, never mind, I can't even say that because we haven't got to it. Arkansas, Raleigh, Little Rock, Richmond, or Lincoln.
Little Rock, Arkansas.
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Michigan, Lansing, Detroit, Flint, or Trenton.
Detroit.
It's Lansing, Michigan. South Carolina. We do live in this state, so I hope we get it right. Charleston, Columbia, Greenville, or Hilton Head.
Columbia, South Carolina.
Colorado, Carson City, Boulder, Colorado Springs, or Denver.
I think it's Denver.
That is correct.
Denver.
Maryland, Baltimore, Richmond, and Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Montpelier.
Baltimore. And Annapolis.
Florida, Tallahassee, Miami, Tampa Bay, or Jacksonville.
Miami.
No, it's Tallahassee.
No.
Connecticut, New Haven, Hartford, Concord, or Columbia.
Hartford. I just guessed on that one.
South Dakota, Peary, Deadwood. I don't know what that.
Cheyenne.
Nope. North Dakota, Bismarck, Fargo, Carson City, or Springfield.
Bismarck. Oh, I just guessed that one too. I don't even know how I got it.
Jefferson City, Kansas City, Springfield, or St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Nope. It's Jefferson City.
Bro, what?
Ohio, Cincinnati, Columbus, Daytona, or Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Nope, it's Columbus.
Bruh.
Wyoming, Harrisonburg, Salem, Jackson, or
Jackson. No.
Shane?
Cheyenne.
North Carolina, Greensboro, Raleigh, Birmingham, or
Charlotte.
Charlotte?
Is it Charlotte? What the frick?
Massachusetts, Boston, Salem, Cambridge, or Springfield?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Louisiana, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Shreveport, or Cheyenne?
New Orleans.
Baton Rouge.
See, I've never even heard of some of these places,
You've heard of Baton Rouge?
No, I have not.
Yes, you have. Virginia, Richmond, Williamsburg, Norfolk, or Olympia?
See, I want to say Richmond because I hear Richmond, Virginia all the time. I don't ever hear Williamsburg, Virginia, or Norfolk, Virginia, or Olympia, Virginia. So I'm going to go with Richmond.
That's correct. All right, Vermont, Hartford, Montpelier, Burlington, or Jefferson City?
Jefferson City.
No.
Vermont. You didn't know that either.
I know it wasn't Jefferson City.
Dover.
Delaware.
Dover, Delaware.
Georgia, Athens, Savannah, Atlanta, or
Savannah? Athens?
It's Atlanta.
Bro. I'm sorry if you live in these places. I'm so sorry.
Why would the capital of Georgia be Savannah?
Because Savannah is the most talked about.
When it's the border. But you know what capitals are, right? It's the middle of your state.
I didn't know that. I just thought that they picked a random.
No. You know, South Carolina used to be Charleston, the capital, but they had to move it to Columbia because it's the middle of the state.
Well, that's just plain stupid.
No, it's not.
Why can't it just be called the state and that's it? Why we have a capital?
Because we need to have where the meetings and all that. Minnesota, Rochester, Minneapolis, St. Paul, or
Minneapolis.
Nope, it's St. Paul.
I hate this. I hate this, y'all.
Idaho Falls.
You are the hoe.
Richmond or Boise?
The second one. I don't know how to pronounce it.
No, it's Boise. All right, California, Los Angeles, Sacramento, San Francisco, or San Diego?
San Francisco.
No, it's Sacramento.
Now, see, I don't like this game.
Utah, Provo, Salt Lake City,
Salt Lake
City. West Virginia, Concord, Huntington, Little Rock, or Charleston?
Little Rock. No. Huntington.
No, it's Charleston. Iowa, Lincoln, Iowa City, Des Moines, or whatever that's called.
Lincoln, Iowa.
No, it's Des Moines, Iowa. Indiana, Bloomington, Gary, Frankfort, or Indianapolis?
Indianapolis, Indiana.
Good job.
See, I don't understand why some states have it like that and then the others don't. Montana.
Helene, Billings, Peary, or Bozeman?
Billings, Montana.
I didn't even know that. So
I don't like this game.
Illinois,
anymore.
Springfield, Chicago, Rockford, or
Chicago.
Nope. It's Springfield.
I mean, I've never even heard of Springfield, bro.
New York, Albany, New York City, Syracuse, or Buffalo?
Albany.
Tennessee, Little Rock, Chattanooga, Nashville, or Memphis?
Nashville.
All right, we got two more. Nebraska, Jefferson City, Lincoln, Omaha, or Raleigh?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
All right, y'all, last one right here.
Oklahoma, Tulsa, Montgomery, Muskegon.
Oklahoma City. Oklahoma.
He got 20 out of 50. He got 30 states wrong. You're stupid. Don't make bro president of the United States.
Well, I don't understand why all them states have different.
Because it matters where the location.
City.
It's where the middle of the
capitals.
State is.
Well, I don't know where the middle of the state is. I ain't never been to Nebraska, Idaho. The only person in the room.
You didn't take geography?
I don't think I did. Actually, I don't think I did. So how am I supposed to know all this stuff?
Because you're a U.S. citizen, you should know this. You should know. You should know more than 20 of your nation's capitals. And yes, Washington D.C. is our capital.
Well, I knew that, but I really didn't know that there was two different Washingtons.
Yeah.
I thought it was the same thing. I thought D.C. was a city or town in Washington.
No.
Well, you learn something new every day, right? Bro, I was going through Facebook the other day, and I come across a video of this girl who lived in Australia, and there was a big behind spider in her bed. If a spider that big was in my bed, I would have burned my house down. I would have burned my house down, and I said,
I don't think I would have burned my house down. I would have let the spider have it.
I would have burnt my house down because that spider. Australians, y'all are crazy, okay? Y'all see them big behind spiders and insects, and you're like, oh, crikey.
But it's kind of like used to them. It's like us. It's like southeasterns with hurricanes. They're kind of used to them. I mean, they know what to expect with them.
You telling me if you lived in Australia and you saw a spider
No.
probably about that big around?
No, I would freak out because I'm not used to that.
If you weren't used
It's not like we have big spiders. If I'm used
we've
to
had
it,
some big spiders in this house.
if I'm used to it, I mean, I would still be scared. But I think they probably know what to do in that situation.
I'd still be.
They're in the outback. They have many animals. They got kangaroos, lions, cheetahs.
I seen a post on Facebook the other day that said kangaroos are just deers and went to jail.
Yeah, kangaroos are vicious.
I want to know.
You know they drown dogs. Kangaroos drown dogs in Australia just for fun. Let's see.
But yes, so I mean, there was this dude on YouTube I used to watch. I forgot his name now, but he lived in Australia, and he would he would make videos on how to survive in Australia if you ever went there, and just some of the animals in Australia. I could not live in Australia. I could never ever live in there because the first minute I see a spider about that big around, I am buying a plane ticket and I'm getting out of there, like as soon as possible.
I wouldn't mind going to Australia to visit like once or twice, but I don't think I'd ever live there.
I could not live there because nope. I would not be able to do it with the spiders and stuff like that. Y'all, we are now around Christmas time. And the other night I was watching Elf. You remember the movie with Will Ferrell in it? Will Ferrell in it. And there was a scene in the movie where he was trying to use escalators. Escalators are scary. I mean, first of all, who was so lazy to the point where one day they created a...
Well, it's really just like a elevator, if you think about it.
Yeah, but instead you're going up at an
angle
instead of straight up.
I wonder if the same person who made the elevator made the escalator.
Could have. They're like, man, I'm done with stairs, bro. I'm making something easier.
Yeah, every time I get on an escalator, I think I'm falling before, when I step on it. But
yeah, I mean, Will Ferrell in the movie just doing a split up the escalator. But I mean, look up real quick who invented escalators. Y'all, we're gonna look it up because I am interested in seeing who invented escalators. You know what? He's doing that on my second channel. I uploaded a video on there today. Friday. And
it was Jesse Wilford Reno.
Let me see. Jesse Wilford Reno is credited with inventing the first working escalator, which he patented in 1892.
All right, now see who invented the elevator.
Alicia Graves Otis invented the elevator.
So again, they're not like very far apart from being made with one another. So it's probably information from one of them.
The installation of the first passenger elevator was installed in 1856 in the store of E.V. Hogwout and Company in New York City. Of course, New York City got the first elevator. Otis's life. We ain't gonna get into all that. But those two people must have been very, 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 very lazy in order to invent them things. Or they just got tired of walking up.
It's not really lazy. It's trying to get somewhere faster. It's like cars. They're trying to get transportation quicker.
No, they invented cars so we could stop doing the damn Flintstones cars. You know, I want to tell you how unrealistic that show that cartoon was. If you made a car out of logs and stones, that car is not going to move by the power of your feet. I'm sorry, but he's never watched that, so he wouldn't know. But y'all, again, I do want to say, we created a new segment called Story Time. So I'm gonna let him go first, and then I've got the story, which is the main story and topic of the podcast. So you got a story to tell him today?
All right, we're gonna pause it.
All right. Well, we'll cut right here until we can come up with. Well, I got my story saved. He's got to get his, so we'll be right back.
All right, I got my story. So I'm gonna tell a story about how I almost got cussed prepping for field day in the 5th grade. All right, so we had this one game where it was you had to have a baseball bat and you had to move your head around and your body around with it and then start running straight. So we did it inside, and we did it close to a brick wall. And so, I did it. I think we had to do it like 10 times and then start running. So I did it 10 times pretty quickly. I started to run. And I started running to the wall. I hit the wall. I'm pretty sure, I think I passed out for like a second or two because then I just saw black. So I was about to fall into somebody and it just turned black. But everybody else laughed at me, but my one homie picked me up.
He's like, I got you, bro.
But, so I didn't do that game at field day.
Oh my.
And then one of my friends had the audacity said, hey, at least you won't get hurt out here.
Nah, you just fall in some grass. It gives a new meaning to the phrase, go touch some grass.
Eat some grass.
You eat some grass. Y'all, my story for story time this week is a while back. I don't exactly remember how old I was. I was a terrible kid, y'all. Either that or I was just a fat behind back then in the making. But one day I'd went outside because when I was a kid I'd like to go outside a lot, but now I hate going outside unless I have to. And I was walking around outside, and I come across, I think it was a $10 bill and a couple dollar bills, and I picked it up, and instead of coming inside like a normal kid should have and asking my parents if it was theirs, I literally walked over to our next door neighbor's house, dropped it in his yard, picked it back up, come back to the house, and I told Mom and them that I found it on the ground at the neighbor's house. And I had them take me to the Dollar General. And I got, I think, some Debbie cakes, some candy. Some Debbie cakes, some candy. I think a 12-pack of soda.
I'm surprised Mom didn't tell you to ask the neighbor if that was his money.
Yeah. Mom, if
what
you
the
watching
freak,
this,
Mom?
You should have done that. But she didn't. So I thought I was in the clear and everything, and we got back home, and Mama noticed she was missing some money, so she come back there and asked me, "Was that money that money that you found on the ground outside?" I said, "No, I told you." At this point, I was locked in a lie, so I had to keep lying. I said, "No, I found it over there at the neighbor's house." She said, "Where at the neighbor's house?" I was not ready for that question. I was not ready for that question. I said, "Over there at the neighbor's house." And she said, "Okay. Well, I'm missing a 10 and a couple ones, and that's exactly what you found." And she said, "It's very, very unlikely that he dropped exactly what I'm missing." I said, "No, I told you I found it over there." I was locked in it. Kids don't lie to your parents. It doesn't work out in the end because
you know what you should have done. You should have used like 5 of it. and then waited a little bit to use the other little bit of it.
But yeah, so don't ever lie to your parents because it's just going to turn out bad. So never lie to your parents. It's not a good thing to
And
do.
they know when you're lying too.
Yeah, they know when you're lying too. And so I got busted because eventually I was digging myself so deep into the hole I couldn't go any deeper. And I said yes, I found it outside. She made me throw all my stuff away that I bought. And I got in trouble. I got my video games taken away for a little bit, and man, I was mad.
Or a little Debbie cakes.
Over little Debbie cakes. And don't, like I said, kids, don't ever lie to your parents. It does not work out well. But y'all, have you ever, when you were in school, did you ever go to the nurse and you were actually so sick that the nurse called mom and them to come get you? Like you didn't call them, the nurse called them. Have you ever had that happen? I know it happened to me a couple times growing up, and I always felt special when they had to do that because I'm over there laying in the on the little bed thing they had, and they'd come on and check my temperature, be like, "Oh yeah, you burning up. I need to call your mom and them to come get you." I always felt so special. I don't know why, because I mean I was sick. Like, what's the worst sick you've ever gotten in school?
I don't know.
Come on.
That's not something I can think of from the top of my head.
I would probably say the worst sick I ever got in school was one day I woke up and my stomach was feeling a little funny, but not enough to stay home. Because back in the day, I wasn't like him. If I woke up, told mom and them I didn't feel good, if I didn't have a fever, I was going to school. Sometimes, because you know how mamas are, they can tell when their kid really don't feel good and when he's just faking to stay home. And so I went to school and I got about 3 classes into the day and my stomach started killing me. And by the end of the day, I ended up bleh. And I didn't make it to the bathroom in time, so I bled all in the hallway. Janitors, I would not want to be a janitor at a school, having to clean up after kids in the bathroom. Somebody gets sick to the stomach, you got to clean it up. But other than that, I don't think it would be too bad of a job. But yeah, I couldn't do that. But y'all, that's going to be it for this week's podcast. Thank all y'all so much for coming back. And if you did enjoy it, please hit that subscribe button and the like button down below. And I will see y'all on next week's podcast, episode 11. Let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see and what would you like us to talk about. Because I already have a couple topics picked out for next week. But please, if you haven't already, follow me on everything. And like I said in the intro, I'll put all that down in the description box below. If you haven't already, I will also put my Cash App down there below. And if you want to donate, you can, but you don't have to. So I will see all y'all in the next video. You have anything to sign them off the week with?
Bye.